Imagine waking up to the news that a tropical storm in the Atlantic could soon become a powerful hurricane, and it's racing west toward the Caribbean. That's exactly what's happening right now with Tropical Storm Erin. Forming Monday morning, August 11th, Erin has quickly become the focus of meteorologists and weather trackers across the U.S. The National Hurricane Center says it could strengthen into a hurricane by Wednesday, August 13, and potentially a major hurricane with winds up to 115 miles per hour by Saturday, August 16th. With the peak of hurricane season approaching, the question on everyone's mind is, where will Erin go, and could Florida be in its path? The early forecasts show Erin moving swiftly west across the Atlantic Ocean. AccuWeather forecasters believe there's a chance it could turn north as it approaches the Caribbean, potentially tracking parallel to the Florida coastline. That means while a direct hit isn't guaranteed, the storm could still bring rough seas, gusty winds, and outer rain bands to parts of the state. At this stage, Sarasota, Bradenton, and the rest of Manatee County aren't under any warnings, but the system's projected path will be closely watched over the next several days. This isn't just about Erin. The Atlantic Basin is active right now, with several systems being monitored. In addition to Tropical Storm Erin, the National Hurricane Center is tracking a disturbance in the Gulf of Mexico. While its chances of becoming a named storm are low, it could bring heavy rainfall to the Florida Panhandle over the next day or two. Flooding in low-lying areas is possible, and residents there should keep an eye on local alerts. Even a system that doesn't develop into a tropical storm can still cause hazardous conditions. Elsewhere in the Atlantic, Invest 96L is moving north in the central Atlantic with only a low chance of development. Another area of interest is a non-tropical low-pressure system located a few hundred miles south-southeast of Nova Scotia. While neither of these is expected to impact the United States in the short term, they're part of the larger picture, an Atlantic basin that's becoming more active as we approach the heart of hurricane season. For anyone living along the East Coast or Gulf Coast, this is the time of year to stay prepared. Back to Erin. The latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center, issued at 2 p.m. on August 11th, confirms that the system is strengthening. Winds are expected to increase steadily over the next few days. By Wednesday, forecasters expect Erin to reach hurricane strength, with maximum sustained winds of at least 74 miles per hour. From there, continued warm ocean waters and favorable atmospheric conditions could help it intensify rapidly into a major hurricane by Saturday. That means Category 3 strength or higher, with sustained winds exceeding 110 miles per hour. So what does major hurricane mean in practical terms? It's not just about wind speeds, although those are dangerous enough to cause significant structural damage. Major hurricanes can also generate massive storm surges, heavy rainfall leading to flooding, and long-lasting power outages, even if the core of Erin stays offshore. Outer rain bands could still bring tropical storm force conditions to coastal communities. That's why meteorologists stress that people shouldn't focus only on the center line of the forecast cone. Sarasota and Bradenton residents may be wondering whether to start making storm preparations now. While it's too early to know for sure if Erin will come close enough to Florida to cause major impacts, this is the perfect time to review hurricane safety plans. That means checking supplies like bottled water, non-perishable food, flashlights, batteries, and first aid kits. It's also wise to ensure important documents are stored safely and that you have a way to receive emergency alerts if the situation changes quickly. It's worth noting that tropical systems can be unpredictable, especially when they are several days away from land. Small shifts in steering winds can change the projected track dramatically. The current models suggest Erin might curve north before reaching the southeastern U.S. But that turn depends on a variety of factors in the atmosphere. This is why the National Hurricane Center updates its forecast every 6 hours. Each update gives a clearer picture of where the storm might go and how strong it could become. For those living along Florida's Gulf Coast, including Sarasota and Bradenton, the main message right now is to stay informed. Follow updates from trusted sources like the National Hurricane Center, your local National Weather Service office, and reputable meteorologists. Social media can be a helpful tool for real-time information, but it's important to verify details before acting on them. False or outdated reports can spread quickly, causing unnecessary panic or confusion. Meanwhile, the disturbance in the Gulf of Mexico is a reminder that tropical threats can come from multiple directions at once. Even if Erin stays offshore, the Gulf system could bring localized flooding and dangerous rip currents to parts of Florida. This pattern of multiple active systems is common during the August-September peak of hurricane season. Warm water, low wind shear, and favorable weather patterns create the perfect environment for storms to form and strengthen rapidly. As the weekend approaches, we'll be watching not only Erin's intensity, but also its interaction with other weather systems. A cold front over the eastern U.S., shifts in the Bermuda High, or the presence of upper-level troughs could all influence Erin's track. This is the kind of meteorological chess game that keeps forecasters busy around the clock. By late Thursday or Friday, we should have a much better idea of whether Erin will curve north into open water or continue west toward the Caribbean and possibly the U.S. mainland. In the meantime, the best thing anyone in Florida, or anywhere along the Atlantic and Gulf coasts, can do is stay weather-aware. Tropical Storm Erin is a fast-developing system with the potential to become a major hurricane. And while it's too soon to say exactly where it will go, preparation is never wasted. Whether this storm turns into a close call or a direct impact, the 2025 hurricane season is far from over. And this won't be the last time we're tracking something in the tropics. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll keep you updated every step of the way. One important point to remember is that hurricanes are not just coastal problems. If Erin were to approach Florida or the southeastern United States, its impacts could reach far inland. Heavy rainfall can lead to flash flooding hundreds of miles from the coast, and strong winds can topple trees and power lines in areas that rarely see tropical systems. This is why emergency managers urge residents to pay attention to official guidance, even